eat, drink, and be merry in honor of St. Patrick, of course, the patron saint of Ireland. And you don't have to be Irish to join in on the fun. Our good pal, Donal Skehan, Donal Skehan, I should say, is the author of the new book, Fresh. And we've got not one, but three great St. Patty's Day dishes for us. Donal, top of the morning.
Top of the morning to you, Al. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. So what's the story behind the corned beef? Why how did that become such a
corned beef is not a traditional Irish dish that we would cook for St. Patrick's Day at home, but actually it does have its roots in Ireland. And so corned beef is probably one of the most popular dishes for Irish Americans. And when Irish Americans settled here first, rather than having bacon or ham the way we use it back home, they used corned beef. And it's rumored that it's because a lot of Irish immigrants settled in Jewish areas where corned beef was a popular thing, or brisket, you know.
All right, well, there you go.
So there you go. There's the history of it.
So we got cabbage, we got onions, potatoes, carrots, spices, and of course the beef.
And it's really easy to make at home, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of people making this up today. So we've got our corned beef in the pot already prepared.
Right.
We've got some onions, some carrots. We're going in there with some pickling spices, and this is going to cook for about 2 hours on a low heat.
On the stove.
On the stove. And actually, I nearly forgot. Come down here. So we've got a bundle of herbs. Now, a great little tip if you want to make sure that you can pick these out very easily is to bundle them up like this with a bit of string. This is where
say bundle again.
A little bundle of herbs. You can't go wrong, Al. Sure, Janie, man.
Bundle of herbs. I went to high school with it.
Bundle of herbs. Oh dear God. Okay, here we go. Lid goes on. That's going to cook for about 2 hours. Come over this way, and we have one that has cooked for about 2 hours. And after that time, you've got the most beautiful tender piece of meat, but it's not finished cooking just yet.
No.
The great thing about this is you've got all that flavor in the beef. So we're going to add in some cabbage and allow it to cook. So just normal cabbage.
So you leave the broth in there, everything?
Let it cook in that broth, and you will have the best tasting cabbage you ever had in your life. That's direct from an Irishman.
All right. Now, once you put it back in, how long are you going to cook that now?
So this is going to cook for an hour and a half. You want to make sure, or an hour and 30 minutes, I've learned to say. So it's going to cook down just until that cabbage is nice and tender, and you want it to be tender when pierced with a fork. That's a good sign to know it's done. Now's the tricky part. You got to take out that corned beef, and right now it doesn't look like much.
Look how much it's shrunk.
I know, it really does shrink actually. But if you think about
Tell her about the shrinkage, Jerry.
What? The shrinkage?
That looks good.
I wasn't prepared for that. So with this, you want to take beautiful slice of this, and look, I mean, look at how gorgeous this is. I mean, I think you got to go against the grain, get really gorgeous little slices like that. Serve that with your potatoes, a little bit of cabbage along the side, and that is a spectacular.
Throw some spicy mustard on it.
You got some spicy mustard.
This is good.
Now, by the way, although there have been special dispensations because St. Patrick's Day has fallen
on Lent.
On
Friday. Yeah.
Meat hall pass.
That's right, so you got
a meat hall pass.
Look, you definitely have a hall pass right there.
So you could cook some fish if you want it.
Absolutely. So this is a recipe from my new cookbook, Fresh, and it's all about lighter, healthier eating. So this is pan-fried cod with a little bit of yogurt, some lentils, and we got the green going on there with some minty fresh peas as well.
Mushy peas.
Yeah, absolutely. Mashed peas. You just mash them up frozen. They're really handy to do.
Soda bread.
We got some soda bread, and we also, another one from the book, this is some Irish coffee mousses. These are really simple to make, and there's very small amounts of sugar. They kind of look like your Irish coffee, and they're spectacular.
Donal, thank you so much.
Happy
St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
All right, go to today.com/food. Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.